The first two candidate number 1 on the left is a Romeo, and candidate number 2 on the right is also a Romeo. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. And I got a budgie on my shoulder again. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, you want to say hello? Hello, okay. Hello, baby bird. Okay, hello. Hello, budgie. How's the budgie doing? The budgie's good. Okay. Okay, Pedro, let's go back here. Let's talk about the Romeos. One of this Romeo, I will chop. The other one, I will leave as is yet, or I'll still have to wait till it grows a bit more. Okay, so now this one on the left is what I earmarked, or I'm trying to grow this aside because it's already got holes in it. See, 1 hole, 2 hole. From when I bought it, it's already like that, so it dried up and still ugly. So I wouldn't want to grow this into a beautiful Romeo specimen. So I'm saving this to chop. Now, the only problem with this one I have is that if I chop this, I will only end up with something like the middle part of it. So those ones here, the crown or the top, because where I'm going to cut it, I'm going to cut it below, but this one's going to be wasted, and a couple of the leaves, this one too, will be wasted, and all of this will be taken off to leave room for the other ones to grow. But the problem with doing that is that because it's only got a small crown, there's a good chance that it's not going to survive. Whereas this one has got more higher gaps here, so it's grown more. The crown is more sort of central in here. Okay, you're talking as well. So the crown is central. So if I do take off, say, from this spot here, I will still have room to move or space for the new plants to grow. Say for example, let's take this one. If I cut this Blue Surprise off, that's still too young. Say for example, I decide I'm going to head chop this one. You have a 50-50 chance of that growing, and then chances are you're going to lose the crown. So you're going to only end up with the part that's growing because it doesn't have a stem. So when I say a stem is like this, for example, this is a head chop that I've done a few weeks ago, so it would be about 6 weeks now for these frillies. And this frilly, I chop it off because it got really leggy. See, so you can see that it's gone so leggy, but out of its legginess, the bottom half of it, I can now put this in the soil and look at the roots that's grown in it. So I chop it off and I just left it there to dry. So the rest did not grow any plants, it's just roots. But this part now, I can actually chop this off. Now I'm still going to let this grow a bit more. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, at least that I can see, 4 babies that's grown from it now that I can let grow, get it, make it bigger. So now I can start watering this now that they emerge, because this is dry. So since I chop it off, I haven't watered it since. So now that, yes, I know, baby Pete, now that it's ready to be planted, transplanted into a pot, then I can sort of plant this and then start watering that, and then that way those babies can start growing. So anyway, so that's why we need some stem, and if you haven't got the stem, you are not gonna have babies, or it's very difficult. So you have a high chance of your head chop not taking on new plants, and plus what you've taken off the crown will also die away. So like this ones here, this is the head chop I've done last year in winter. I think end of autumn I've done them. But anyway, they're all grown. So this is an Amestro, and the head chop, or the top part of this Amestro, or the crown, is this Amestro. So that's what I mean. So if you cut off the head, then, or the mother plant, then if it's mature enough then you can still have one plant. So it's like you haven't lost anything, but gained all these babies now. So you got 1, 2 babies, and then there's another baby growing in there from this leaf here. Now let's turn it around so there's no more. There's only 2. Oh, there's another one here. And also a mealybug, so we need to spray that. So there's 2 plants, 2 heads forming there. Also the leaves that was taken off has got 1 baby. That one is just roots. That one is just rotting, so we'll get rid of that. This one is, oh look, another one, see? But out of these ones as well, I've actually taken some leaves. Hang on, I'll just see. This one, oh, that's just dry leaves. I've taken some leaves from here and grown them here. So I've got 1 Amestro, 2 Amestro, and 3 Amestro. So this Amestro, this one mommy Amestro has now produced 1, 2, well, the mommy, okay, we're not going to count the mommy. So you've got 3 babies is from this Amestro. So 3 babies, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So out of 1 plant that I've head chopped, now I have altogether 9 plants basically, because I'm counting the mommy head now. And my ebony, this is the growth of the ebony that I chopped off. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 heads that's formed, and so I got 4 here. And the mummy, look at the mummy, still beautiful. See, I could let that grow in another 6 months. I can chop that off again and it will produce more babies for me. So, and this one, the Blue Surprise, I only ever had 1 Blue Surprise, and it is very slow in producing pups. I've got 1 leaf over here, or should I count that one too? That one is like borderline. So that one, those 2 are leaves, grown from a leaf. But this is the ones that I've cut off the head part of this Blue Surprise that has now produced. Okay, that one is stuck. Okay, there's another baby in the bottom, look. Another one. Is there more? Yep, another one there probably if I clean that up. But anyway, 2 solid heads. Do you have... I just want to see if there's roots. Yep, that one is, I can actually shake this off. There you go. That one I can now let that dry up, callus over, after removing all that dead leaves. And maybe this one too. We might as well take this off. Okay, so now I have 1, 2, 3 plants from 1 plant. But then those babies, so I got 1, I won't count that one, so 1, 2, 3, 4 so far, and then those ones are still too small to count, so let's just say 4 from my Blue Surprise. And my Echeveria faux Miranda, or fake Miranda, because it came with no label, so I didn't know what it is, but it is an agavoides. Okay, hang on. This one has just went bangers. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like a party in there. And the mummy plant is 6. Look, that is my little Miranda here. And look, it's still nice and healthy. And I've got lots and lots of babies. So there you go. So that is the advantage of doing some head chop. So now let's get on with the job. I have a very special treat for you. So what I have here is my Echeveria agavoides Romeo. Not. This is an Echeveria Taurus. So this is Taurus. This is Romeo. Okay, so can you tell the difference? Taurus tends to go upwards like this. Romeo tends to go more open. So even that one you can see is sort of more open. And if you say that the leaves are actually narrower, can you tell the difference? There you go. So this is Taurus, this is Romeo. Romeo, Taurus. Taurus, Romeo. And this is also Taurus, well, put it this way, Taurus, it's Taurus, okay, because some people can't say Taurus. What's a Taurus? Okay, so Taurus or Taurus, it's up to you. Whatever's comfortable with you, that's how you say it. And don't care what other people say. And if someone corrects you and say, well, you understood, that's good enough. Now, this one, this Taurus, has a little baby Taurus in it. So we can easily take a cutting. Hang on. This, we're going to do head chop. But this one, I'm just going to take a cutting because I can see, although you can't see, there's actually, hang on, it's the light. Hang on, the light, it's the light. Okay, I don't know if you can see there's some roots in there. So the stem, on the stem, there's roots. So perfect for cuttings or taking cuttings. So with this one, it's just quite easy. You can either chop it off, but I'm sure I can wriggle this up. Now, the reason why I need to take this off, I could leave it there to grow a bit bigger. Hang on, take that off. But there's a baby on this side here. See, it's stopping that baby from growing. So this one, this older baby has to go. Now this one is bugging me, so I'm just going to remove the dry leaf. There you go. So now we want to wriggle it this way. That way we don't hit the face of the other baby. Oops. There you go. See, now you can see there's roots. So that's ready to be placed into another pot. And I'm going to turn this into a mummy Taurus as well. Okay. So now, see, beautiful shape. Just like the Romeo. It's got beautiful color. So they all came from one plant, which is the Echeveria agavoides corduroyi. And it's a mutation that just sort of made them change color. So anyway, so, but still equally beautiful. So now this Taurus now, I'm just going to leave that now to grow. But I just clean it off because, there you go. But a lot of people make the mistake of the minute they take, say, a bigger plant off like this, and then they see a little baby, they will take that off and try and sell it to you. Do not buy a immature baby because that still have a 60% chance of dying on you. So you're best leaving it and letting it grow rather than, doesn't matter, if it's $100 plant and just selling it to you for $40, don't. I suggest don't buy them because those are not so honest people that just want to get rid of their plant and just try to get money out of you. Those are the higher chance. Oh, they're going to hate me now. Dislike, dislike, dislike. Yep, I'm just telling you how it is. So there's a lot of dishonest people out there. I mean, maybe they don't know, okay? So they just see a baby and say, okay, I've got a baby for you. Because I do know of some people, personally, that are selling immature plants. And immature plants is twice as hard to grow than the mature plants. So you're best taking something like this, and it's got a bit of knuckle. So those are what I call knuckles. So mature nodes that can grow roots, those are the ones that you want to buy. So if someone shows you a photo of, say, a plant, oh, this is what you're getting, and a lot of them are sort of cut off to the edge there, and that's why it takes twice as long or as difficult to grow roots. So unless you remove the leaves in the bottom here, which I'm about to do here now, okay, because I haven't grown a Taurus from a leaf, so I want to see whether these ones will actually grow from a leaf. So anyway, that's a Taurus. Now I have to put a label on this before I put it away. And this Taurus now has got another baby on that side there, which I'm still gonna wait, and I'm not gonna even remove this other leaf here because that's protection from its face being rubbed against the granite here, which is not good. So that way I'm just gonna prop that up so that way it will even it out, give some room for this baby here to have more space to grow beautifully like the other big sister over there. So anyway, so now we'll put this away and we're gonna get on with the next one, head chopping of the Taurus. So first of all, I intend to use my fishing line here. Okay, so I'm just showing you the button so that way you can see because it's a bit hard to see the fishing line. There you go. So I intend to use the fishing line, but first I would like to see if I can wriggle some leaves off here, and that would make it easier for me to use my fishing line to cut around. So anyway, so I'll try and get maybe the bottom here. Because if I can't, then I just don't have any choice. Oops. See, that's what happens. So it's really difficult. This leaf is no good for propagating. But anyway, but I already made a space or a gap there. So now I just have to use my fishing line. This one's got to go because it's already got a scar. And I'm trying to save the top as much as I can. So I'm still going to go in the bottom. And if I leave just even 3 leaves for the bottom, that's fine. I still have enough meat for them to grow into. Okay, so you got one there, one there. We go around here. Okay. You have to feel your way around. And don't be impatient. Don't rush it. Slowly. Easy does it. Okay. So, now that I felt my way through, so I am now ready to do the kachuk. Very good, very nice and clean. Look how clean that is. So you have to make your way, you have to make sure that it's touching the stem. Okay, that way you have nice and clean. So look how clean that is. See, the leaves not even damaged. So now we have to remove the bottom leaves. Okay, which is, that one is because I'm still trying beautiful. So I've got some nodes or perfect, oopsie. Okay, beautiful, look at that. So hopefully they will grow. I have successfully grown a Romeo from a leaf, but not a Taurus. So I don't know if they're going to grow, but anyway, but still, waste not, want not. Okay, we have to make more room. By the time this contracts, they wouldn't have anything left, so you have to take as much leaves as you can. Okay, boom, very good. Now, can we remove more? So we can still take off that one and that one. Gentle, easy does it. There you go. Beautiful. There you go. That's nice. Okay. So, that's good enough for the roots to grow. Okay, so now I'm just gonna label them. Now with this part now, you can't just leave it like that. Okay, you have to remove some leaves. Oops, that one. I killed that one. That one is no good anymore. I need a node, but anyway. That's better. See? Okay. We can just leave, so that one is dried up, but I'll still leave that there. But anyway, so hopefully this will grow. But okay, I'm going to remove one more because, come on baby, there you go, thank you very much. Now we're going to take off the leaves, and you can see that in the bottom there, there's all like roots sticking out there. Okay, done. So another one, I'm just going to label them all up. So label that one, I already know a Nixana, so I'm just going to have to make a big label for that one. This one, small labels. Now it's Romeo. Oh my Romeo, it's your turn. So I'm going to try and wriggle again. I doubt that, because Romeo is actually much tougher. It's got more resistance, so if I remove the leaves in the bottom here, they tend to be more difficult to remove. See, it just breaks off. So even that dry leaves is just gonna break off. It doesn't want to let go of its leaf. So, okay, I just got some rocks there on top. So now we're best doing some head chopping, but with this one, I'm gonna try using a knife for this one, okay? So, which I'm sure I'm gonna feel my way into. So if it's that way, I don't know, I think I'm gonna cut myself. But since this is curved the opposite way, I can get a better feel of the gap. Okay, the gap, 1, 2, 3, can I feel you? Yes, I can, but I can also feel, I'm going just side to side, jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay, now do I take you off with the top or the bottom? There you go. I'm just slowly, slowly, oops, slowly, okay. Can you, okay, another one. Yes, there you go. That's it. I've cut through. Where did you go, my lovely? Come here. There. So now I damage the bottom. And this is why I don't like doing the knife. Okay? So because this leaves now is not going to grow. Although, in saying that, I only had one successful leaf-grown Romeo. And it takes ages. It takes a year even. 1 year, and I've got some Romeo still growing there on a leaf, and it hasn't put out a baby yet, and it's already over a year. Hang on, take that off now. There you go. So now that one is a good node, although there's a slit there. I don't know if that's going to grow, but this one I'm still going to leave them, even though the back is chopped off. I can see the veins. So I'm still gonna leave them, and that one is probably no good already, but I'll still leave it. But this is what I'm saying with the plant. Let the plant mature first, so you have a bit more chance of having a good crown still, because or else you're just gonna lose. See, like that one now. Okay, so that's flippy floppy. Okay, although I'm still going to take that off. And so now you're going to end up with, okay, I'll just leave it then. But that's not a very good look. Anyway, I'll remove that one because I'm not happy with that. Okay, come on, please. Okay, I'll leave it. She doesn't want to let go. So anyway, so that one's done now. And this one will save. See what happens. And now we'll remove the top. Ah, see what happens? That is not very good. Take that off, take that off. Now that one is overlapping this one, the top first. They are, Romeo's really, wow, there you go. Hard to give some leaves off, doesn't want to let go. Okay, there you go. Thank you. Now that's it. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves. Where in that one is a little bit dry, but or sort of mushy, but I'll leave it. But anyway, so that's it. So now we just have to wait till the Romeo grows, see if it's gonna put out some babies. Anyway, that's it, folks. And this one, Romeo, can go there. I will label you later on. And this one now, I am gonna chop this off as well. Might as well. Okay, but I'm gonna use a fishing line for this one. But can you see where the fishing line is going there? It just, see, it just sits there at the edge. Can you see that? Very difficult to get in there. Come on, come on. Come on, let's go in the bottom. So I have to feel my way through. Okay. Now, are we gonna have some? Okay. I'm gonna hold on to the other one and pull the other one off. Beautiful, done. Okay, so you can see I still got a couple of damage, but less damage than the other one. Where's that one? It's gone now. But anyway, that had more damage than this one. This one only a couple of graze or scratch. But we take this off, and we take that off. Okay, we take that off as well. And we take that off because that's got scars. And do you have mealybug? No, got licked by mealybug, but everything's good. And we might as well take this off. And that's it. Now I'm left with a cute little Romeo. This actually looks better. Oh, see, but the other one's still bigger. There you go. So now we are going to remove the top. Same drill. Okay, so with this one, okay, the other one I just left it as a straight cut. With this one I'm gonna gouge it out. Okay, I'm just gonna gouge out the center there. See that white bit there? That's the core. Don't know if you can see that because of the light. The light is probably too bright. There you go. Is that better? Yes. So the little core there, we are going to take that out. I'm just creating, that's why I need this knife to gouge that out. Sorry, little spider. There you go. This is just to create more space for the little Romeos to grow. Okay, so this one now, it says pumice. It's not pumice. Oh, it is pumice, but I'm gonna write gouge. G-O-U, gouge. Okay. Gougey. So I gouge out. So I've hollowed it out. And the other one is just normal. There you go. So I'm gonna keep you updated as to the progress of these babies.